The Happy Penguin's Heartwarming Adventure. There once was a penguin named Pippin who lived in the frosty, chilly, polar regions. He loved his icy home and all its snowy splendor. Pippin was a happy and curious penguin, always bustling about, exploring his wintry world. One day, Pippin saw a glimmering light in the distance. Intrigued, he tobogganed on his belly, the wind whistling around him. As he got closer, he discovered an enormous, sparkling iceberg, shimmering under the gentle glow of the aurora borealis. This iceberg was not like any ordinary iceberg. It had a magical aura that drew Pippin closer. The iceberg was full of radiant, beautiful hues that danced beneath the northern lights. Suddenly, Pippin heard a soft melody. It was the iceberg singing. Enchanted, Pippin joined in the melody with his own unique penguin chirps. Upon hearing Pippin's chirps, the iceberg shivered and shook. It formed a chute, inviting Pippin to slide inside. Without hesitation, Pippin took a deep breath, and with a plop, he slid down into the iceberg. What he found inside was a sight to behold. The iceberg was a wonderland of ice caves that sparkled like diamonds. There were endless tunnels and pathways, each unique, each filled with mystery and magic. In one of the caves, Pippin found numerous tiny ice sculptures, all shaped like different creatures. There were whales, seals, birds, and even penguins. Pippin felt a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Then, Pippin came across a majestic ice throne. It was as if this palace was built for a penguin king. As he walked towards it, the throne began to glow. Pippin was awestruck. He waddled up to the throne and, feeling brave, hopped onto it. Suddenly, the throne started to vibrate and hum, moving in rhythm with Pippin's heartbeat. The throne lifted Pippin high above, revealing the entire icy wonderland below him. He could see all the caves, tunnels, and tiny sculptures twinkling like stars in the night sky. Then, the most miraculous thing happened. The ice sculptures started to move. They swam, they flew, they waddled around just like real animals. Pippin was overjoyed. He felt like he was in a dream, a beautiful, sparkling dream where ice animals came to life. He felt special, loved, and cherished. Pippin spent the whole day playing with the ice creatures. They chased each other through the tunnels, they slid down ice slides, they sang together. It was the happiest day of Pippin's life. As the sun started to set, the aurora borealis began to dance in the sky. It cast a beautiful, glowing light over the entire iceberg. It was time for Pippin to go home. Saying goodbye was not easy. But Pippin knew he would carry this magical experience in his heart forever. He gave each ice creature a warm hug before he left. Pippin slid out of the iceberg, back into the frosty, chilly, polar regions. He was greeted by the familiar sight of his icy home, but everything felt different. He felt different. Back home, Pippin shared his incredible adventure with his penguin friends. They listened, wide-eyed, as Pippin recounted his magical journey. His story filled their hearts with joy and wonder. And from that day forward, Pippin was not just a happy penguin. He was the Penguin King, the friend of ice creatures, the chirper of melodies. He was the storyteller of the polar regions, spreading warmth and joy in the icy cold. So you see, children, even in the coldest of places, there's room for warmth, joy, and magic. Just like Pippin, you too can find magic in the most unexpected places. All you need is a curious heart and a brave spirit. And that concludes our heartwarming story of the happy penguin named Pippin. Remember his adventure, his courage, and his joy. And remember, no matter how cold it gets, there's always a spark of magic waiting to be discovered. Remember to be like Pippin, be curious, be brave, and most importantly, be happy. We'll continue sharing beautiful stories that we think our children will love. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our videos to support us. With love.